Good morning from Portugal. I'm getting started on day 3 of my Camino to Santiago. So yesterday, I chose to do a very short leg. So the first day was 23 kilometers and I was prepared. Nothing bad happened. It was just exhausting. I was not mentally prepared and it took me 8 hours. I was expecting 4 or 5. So the next day I took it easy. I went to the beach. There were some detours through a nature preserve. This is from Labruge to Vila do Conde. So I'm in Vila do Conde now. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but I am walking all the way to Vila today. So I'm here at the cathedral and I can see the old aqueduct there. It's so beautiful. I'll go ahead and show you guys, and then I know that there is a shell right over there that marks my way to continue on the coastal route. So if you wanted to, you could do my day 2 and 3 as one day, and it would just be around, I think, 20 kilometers, which is well within what most pilgrims do. So this is the cathedral, and there is the old aqueduct. It's really beautiful in this town. The beaches are incredible. The old buildings are so well preserved. So yeah, I highly recommend stopping here. Maybe not on a Sunday or Monday like I did, because a lot of things are closed, but it's still really beautiful. All right, let's get started. Okay, something that is both interesting and good for you to know if you are going to be hiking the Camino. Not sure if it applies to all Caminos, but for the Portuguese way, the coastal route, at least in August 25th, coming into Vila do Conde, I got to the village 5 hours before my albergue opened, and I actually got to the front door 2 hours before they opened. It said that they had 25 beds. They actually had only 17 beds. So I got the 16th bed and I saw about 10 people get turned away. So yeah, something to be aware of. Okay, I need to pay attention. I think I go this way. So after that evening, I noticed people were booking places, and so I started to investigate. And the next several towns didn't even have albergues. They have hostels, and the next one that does have an albergue, there are reports that it's just closed. That's in August 2024. It might be different whenever you do this. So I looked at a further out town and I found a place that is not an albergue. It's a small accommodation. Seems really nice, really sweet. It just gives me such a good vibe. And it is only 25 euros a night. So I went ahead and booked that. It's the first time I've booked in advance, but I called, or actually I messaged on WhatsApp 3 different accommodations, and they were all saying we're full, we have no beds for tomorrow night. So it just gave me an indication that unless I want to walk 40 kilometers and hope for the best, that I should probably book something. So I did, and I'm really excited to get there and see it. I hope I like it because I actually booked 2 nights. So I'm almost to the next town, Póvoa de Varzim. I think that's how you say it, but that's just how it looks. And I wanted to say, one of my favorite things that I brought with me that is not like gear, but it is so functional, is this scarf, this red scarf. So obviously it's a scarf. Whenever I'm cold I can wear it, but it's also a sun cover. I actually put it under my shoulder straps, so it's like shoulder pads, and then I drape it down my arms and it keeps the sun off me. It also is holding my mug and my water bottle right now. It's my beach blanket, my picnic blanket. I just love it. Thank you, Tiana, for this scarf. So we're back on the beach. There's lots of beach bars and clubs, and also tons of cabanas. And whenever the Portuguese come to the beach, if they don't, I guess, rent a cabana, they always at least bring wind shields, like these posts with kind of tarp attached. There's an example of one. But they always bring that. I guess it's like a sunshade, windshield, so they can stay out all day. Where'd my friends go? They went that way. Oh no, it says super dog.
It's got superpowers.
This has got to be one of the most beautiful stretches so far. And there's a lot of talk about if you're doing the Camino coastal and you want to switch it up and go to the central route, when to do that. And the place I just left is one of the places where a lot of people seem to switch to the central. And I don't know what the central has to offer. I've honestly read that when you go in from Vila do Conde to Rates, it's a lot of road walking and really tight, so scary and dangerous. And you'd be missing this. So my recommendation from my experience is to definitely continue on the coastal. I'm on my way to Feo. I think it's not Fao, it's Feo. That's what I heard other people saying, but they're not Portuguese either, so who really knows? But yeah, this is one of my favorite stretches as far as scenery. It's not industrial anymore, so you have the beautiful beach, but then you have nice, quaint little villages too. Also, once again, I could not have asked for better weather, and I don't want to take it for granted. It is so nice out, the sun is out, the skies are blue, and the temperature is brisk. So even when you're walking really fast, like I am today, I don't really work up a sweat. It's just so brisk and fresh out while still being so sunny and warm, but not too warm. It's just perfect, and I'm so grateful. I guess this is someone's house because there is their mailbox. And look, they're like on the beach and on the Camino. How cool! There might be a kingfisher and maybe a sea otter and a snake and a frog and a moth and some plants. I think they're harvesting seaweed, I'm not sure. But it smells like seaweed. Looks like seaweed. Don't know what to eat it for. Maybe they're just cleaning the beach. This is a pretty quiet route. There's not a lot of other action with other pilgrims, but I did meet two peregrinas, which are female pilgrims, today. They were both over 50, and one was from Australia, the other was from South Africa, and they were super kind and nice to walk with and talk with for a while. Look at this. But the woman from Australia had done the Camino Frances last year, and she didn't seem too impressed with this one. I think because the atmosphere is very social on the Frances, and there's a lot of pilgrim camaraderie, and she was missing that on this one. So to be honest, I'm kind of happy I started with this one because I'm just appreciating it for what it is and I have nothing to compare it to, because I think I would be just like her if I had started on the Frances, kind of missing that atmosphere. But yeah, I think I'm going to do the Frances, but probably after this one. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm planning on walking from here to Santiago, started in Porto, but then continuing on from Santiago and doing the Frances backwards, if you will, because most people start in France, walk through Spain, and end in Santiago. But since I will already have arrived in Santiago, I don't really see the point in getting a bus to the start to walk back when I can just walk through. But it will be backwards. But the woman said that people do it. What do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know. Is this that much better of a view? Because it's really not difficult for me. I keep it right here in the front pouch, and it's so easy to whip out and use. I look 100% more ridiculous. I mean, maybe 50%, because when I'm filming regularly with my hand out, it still looks slightly ridiculous, but this is just over the top. but I don't mind if it's a better view. Let's do it. There is no one. Well, there are people up ahead. I can see 2 pilgrims actually. So yeah, this is the selfie stick angle. Let me know if you like it. And then I just click this button to turn it off. I just passed a man on this boardwalk. Portuguese man. And he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "United States." And he says, "Can I ask you a question? Kamala or Trump?" And I said, "I don't know." Oh my gosh, that is one thing that traveling as an American, top point of conversation is always our politics and our president. And yeah, a lot of people from other places have a big opinion on it as well. I don't particularly have a big opinion on it, but he urged me to vote, and I did. Make sure that I have my registration in order, even though I will be abroad during the elections. And to be honest, I really like Kennedy, and I'm not such a big fan of the other 2, but I think last I heard it's come down to our 2-party system that we're so famous for that really is quite unfortunate. So not to talk politics, but just if you are an American traveling abroad, that is something you will always experience. One thing I like to do is just roll up my sleeves or roll down my sleeves or just change where my sleeve stops to avoid an outrageous tan line. And I do the same thing with my, let's just go upside down, with my socks. Yeah. And then I also got the piece of advice that when you stop to rest, maybe to eat, take off your shoes and take off your socks, because it's really moist friction, I guess, that causes blisters. So if you take off your socks and you let them air dry for a bit, it's less likely to cause you a blister, which I am proud to say I have not had a blister yet. I don't even think we're close. I have no hot spots right now, so I'm really grateful for that. The way to go for me was hiking sandals and 2 pairs of socks. I'm wearing the famous, how do you say it, Injinji socks, the toe socks, and then outer sock, just normal wool sock. So yeah, with the sandals, that is working so well for me. And if I ever just want to give my feet a change because they're just tired, I'll put on my flip-flops, because those are actually really comfortable too. So I would recommend having 2 options just for the change up. And then yeah, if you don't need the boot, which most people don't, then go for a sandal. It's really nice, especially on the days when I have my toes out. Sometimes I don't even wear the socks and it feels just as good like that. But this just, for long distances, it's better with the socks. I think I know what these are. There's a place on the Camino Francés, the most popular one, where people leave a stone that represents their burdens. They bring it from home.
to Santiago in 10 days?
She'll carry me the last.
We don't have any days off. Yeah. Okay, we've got.
Well, that was nice and unexpected. I stopped here, which is apparently an old like mill house or water mill. And I got an ice cream and a stamp that's actually really cute. Okay, I think I'm in for a bit of road walking here. I am still going the right way, and that is the coast route, but it deviates from the coast and actually leads straight to my albergue. What this section lacks in breeze and beautiful sea view, it makes up for in good smells. It's got a lot of fennel and also a lot of eucalyptus. To give you a better feel for this little road section, it's kind of like this. So it's pretty. There was just a hawk on the power line over there. Natural Park. So look at this sign. Oh, this is cool. I guess I'm gonna get some bird watching opportunities, some observation areas, some rivers, and some marine life. Oh, I love little seabirds like that at the top. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, I'm excited. Let's go. Got some forest. I really want to know what this plant is because it is by far the most abundant plant on this Camino. And it looks like corn. When I first saw it, I thought it was corn, but now I've seen it next to corn, and I don't believe it's corn. Someone said maybe sorghum. Some type of animal, fairly large. And these people really want you to keep out. Understandable. I respect it. Not too much further. It's so cool how this is something that still exists after so much time. Quinta, I think that's a farm. I think it means farm. I'm not sure.